Welcome back to Jolly Space Cow. I have something very cool I'd like to showcase. It's a little room that I 3D modeled. I kinda rushed the animation, so it's a bit fast and choppy. And just for fun, I made the room disassemble itself at the end. It took a very long time to render, but I was satisfied with how good it turned out. Something I wanted to avoid was putting a flat texture on the window. If I did that, then there would be no parallax when the camera moved. So I created the Great Outdoors! With the Microsoft Windows background as the texture. Okay, so maybe there's a part of this animation that I neglected to mention. I made this in Autodesk 3ds Max. Yes. I know that I shouldn't have since it's paid software and it's not even cross-platform, making this worse than the time I used Autodesk Maya. But I have a completely reasonable explanation. I had Blender installed on my computer, and then one day it just magically corrupted into 3ds Max. One day I was scrolling through memes. I saw this post. Someone made a spiky underwater guy from the Mario games. Under the post, he said that he'd been trying to switch from 3ds Max to Blender for over 10 years, and that he modeled the spiky Mario enemy for practicing Blender. I then remembered how I made something in 3ds Max, and I realized I don't want to be stuck only knowing how to 3D model in junky deprecated software. I knew what I had to do. Painstakingly remake my scene in Blender! Okay, maybe that's a bit of a lie too. I remodeled the chair and table, but when it got to the couch cushions, I just used the meshes from my 3ds Max file. I still redid all the textures though. It wasn't that tough, since applying textures in Blender is so easy, it feels like cheating. You're just a Control-Shift-T away from glory. I used to think materials and textures would be extremely challenging in Blender. When I was rendering with Blender Cycles, it was so much faster than you-know-who. I'd just like to say now that I tried to export my 3ds Max scene to Blender, but be it OBJ, FBX, or even a dedicated add-on for both programs, the textures would be absent and sometimes the meshes would even look weird. Wow! It looks so good rendered in Blender too! I learned so much from making this video, and I'll be able to make so many more cool creations in Blender in the future. Hold on, I forgot to make the curtains! I'm so mad I could explode this entire room!